Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Okay, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It's Friday. Yeah, good stuff here. Got a weekend on deck. Lots of fun stuff. What are your big plans, Virginia?
I think my biggest stuff is happening Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday, I've got 2 different Christmas parties.
Okay.
And then Sunday, I've got that Little Smiles event in the morning at Walmart with the Jupiter Police SWAT.
Okay.
Where I will be driving the SWAT truck.
Nice.
And collecting toys for Little Smiles. And then the grand tasting for the Palm Beach Food and Wine starts at 2 o'clock at the convention center. You bet your sweet Fanny I'll be there when it opens.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you. Okay.
I'm going to taste all the tastes because I'm really like trying to be so good. But yeah, Sunday, I'm having a cheat day.
May I have one?
Oh, please.
Thank you.
No, I mean, because thank you very much, Civil Society. They brought in these fresh beers.
They're freshes.
They're amazing.
You don't get much fresh than this because it's the
Cheers.
brand new can.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I was
Kevin.
so excited to see this.
My neighbor is one of the founders of Civil Society. No big
Yeah,
deal.
and they had not made the thrill list top 10 breweries, and I was just calling out what a travesty that was, because there's no
Amen.
way you can have a reputable list and not put Civil Society, to me, in the top 5, but top 10, because I do admit there are some breweries that were on that list that Jacksonville, Clearwater, whatever, that I didn't know.
You're like, they ain't no fresh.
No, and I've been all around the state. Everywhere I go, I always look for what's the best brewery. And so it's always a quest. It's been a while. Ever since Caitlin stopped doing softball, we don't travel the state like we did. So it has been a few years.
It sucks you can't hit awesome, sweet towns like Titusville. Or, I gotta call
My
it
gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've
Titusville.
tried to find a party in Titusville. They have a Beef O'Brady's, and that was about it. I think they now have a brewery, but when I was there, the only spot to go to for anything in Titusville was a Beef O'Brady's.
Beef O'Brady's does not ring off the tongue. It
wasn't awesome.
It sounds awful to me. Beef O'Brady's sounds so gnarly to me.
Yeah.
Wait, they're not client, are they?
No.
No, I know. We don't have no Beef O'Brady's
It
down
was
here.
like a Flanagan's with terrible management.
It is. It's like a Flanagan's with shitty food.
Yeah, shitty food and terrible management.
Shitty Flanagan's.
Yeah, because I love Flanagan's, but
I know. I love Flanagan's. I was just there last Saturday.
Beef O'Brady's is one of those kind of places where you do, when I played baseball and you're traveling
Yeah.
all through the fucking state, you'd
Yeah.
stop at a Beef O'Brady's.
Beef O'Brady's. They got these weird little places you only find tucked into like Auburndale and
When you're playing-
Lake Wales.
When you're playing organized sports.
Yeah, Lakeland. That's the odd things they have in these towns.
Lakeland's got some shitty restaurants too.
I will tell you, though, Lakeland has a pretty quaint little center of town square that's got a brewery and a couple nice little bars and restaurants. They've picked it up a slight bit.
I have to openly admit, I haven't been there since I played baseball. That
Okay.
was the mid-'90s.
Yeah,
So
it's
it might have
okay. They
changed.
got an axe throwing bar down there, so yeah, Lakeland's okay. You're not gonna find a ton of places, but they got a few.
They got a movie theater now, Virginia?
Oh.
I don't know what they do. They may or may not, but yeah. So thank you again to them, because it's a nice start off of Friday with a little cerveza.
Did Logan have a little quaint movie theater there in Logan?
We had the Logan Theater that they're part of the Bigfoot Fest was to try to reopen it. They're trying to kind of get it fired back up. When I was a kid, like that's where I saw Karate Kid.
Okay.
And it was the theater that Saturday Night Live spoofed when they did that skit making fun of Logan. That was what they focused on, was at that theater. And it's not been open, I don't think, since the mid-'80s.
I know you don't have this number. It's one of those kind of games where, you have to guess the stat. How many blow pieces do you think happened in that theater? If you had to guess.
Oh,
If someone said, if you can get within 100, you
sloppy
get
knob jobs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Over or under 1,000?
I'd say over 1,000.
Wow.
Yeah. They say that Logan is the sloppy knob capital of Ohio.
They're good.
Bring your knob.
Yeah,
We'll get it sloppy.
There's a lot of girls there that give a lot of blow pieces.
I kind of got that feeling.
Did you get one when you went?
No, I didn't.
Aw.
Unfortunately, I did not.
That's a shame.
Sure as hell I could have used
Yeah,
one.
I'm telling you, you want to make some money, go to Logan to open up a chapstick store. They always lubing them lips. All right, let's see. Got a bunch of emails to get to here today. Mail at kvjshow.com. Didn't realize this. Michael said, have you seen Lord of War with Nicolas Cage, Jared Leto, and Ethan Hawke? I have not. He said it's actually an amazing movie, and it's based on the real Merchant of Death that was just released for WNBA star Brittany Griner yesterday.
Yeah, I know Nicolas Cage has made some over-the-top shitty movies, but there's a lot of great Nicolas Cage movies out there. I'm a Nicolas
Yeah, no
Cage
doubt.
fan. He is good. He's got the capability of being good.
He does. And I still haven't watched that movie because I couldn't get anybody in the family. I was trying to sell it hard, man. We were going through and scanning. Remember that? The Unbelievable Talent or whatever it was of Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Where he is, like, there's this drug dealer. It's a big fan of Nicolas Cage.
And he plays himself.
He plays himself. And
It
he
looks
comes
so
in,
good.
And the FBI wants him to help bring this drug lord down. And
It's the guy from Narcos.
Yeah, Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal.
I
He's-
wanted to see that too.
And I couldn't get, like, people are like, no, we're not watching a Nicolas Cage movie. I'm like, God,
Damn,
man.
I would have gone with you.
It was in the house, and,
Oh.
you know, there's a big old fight about, all right, trying to find something that everybody going to watch.
Underrated Nicolas Cage movie is a movie called Valley Girl back in the day. Have you ever seen?
No.
Who am I talking to? You haven't seen that shit. Valley Girl is a great movie.
I do remember that movie, but I never watched it.
Really, man. It's like I'm talking to nobody right now.
There's somebody listening.
You're right. So I'll get a weird email going. I know it.
I
Bird.
love Valley Girl Bird.
I love Valley Girl, and I'm also rubbing my dick right now.
To your picture on KVJ TV. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Merry Dickmas.
Yeah, that was Nicolas Cage was in that, and nobody else you would know.
Yeah, it's a coming of age tale. It's a teenage movie.
From 1983.
Yep.
Okay.
He plays a punk rocker.
Would you be excited or sad if you had to go and sit through an entire Nicolas Cage movie marathon?
I wouldn't be sad. I mean,
Okay.
I can have snacks and do my
snacks,
regular
weed, whatever.
Yeah, I would not be sad at all.
Halfway through, you get your knob globbed on.
Dude, what do I sign?
You're
this-
at a Logan theater.
What? Where's the contract? at?
She's got pockets full of chapstick.
Oh my gosh! I mean, you're giving me a bone piece right now.
You're in.
Both of you, by
So
the way,
in.
what a great collaboration of a great
If we could
story.
put together a Nicolas Cage, it would be like Nick Cage movie marathon plus Headfest.
Oh my gosh! So do I just get blow pieces on the reg?
It's
or-
just you're getting just every movie.
y'all. That's amazing.
Credits roll, you get your knob slobbed on.
You just said food, weed, marathon, blow pieces. I mean, come on.
Just everything. What would make a Nicolas Cage movie marathon? What would be
How
in
many
it?
how many do you get?
5. You're going to have 5 movies total. The one I'm throwing in, National Treasure, that I like that. That's a rewatchable movie for me. I enjoy that. I want to throw that in.
I'm throwing in Honeymoon in Vegas. I love that movie. I know it's not a fan favorite.
I've never seen that.
I'm gonna keep bringing up movies no one's ever fucking ever heard of.
Another great, The Family Man. I love Nicolas Cage in that. I thought that was a cute movie. It's a Wonderful Life, but it's done modern.
Y'all ever seen Moonstruck?
Yeah, I did.
Is that the one
I
with
did
Cher?
way back in the day.
Is.
That's actually that was critically acclaimed. That's
some old ass shit.
That's
It
a
is,
great.
but
That's a
I-
great ass movie.
I think you'd have to have that.
That's a game.
Why do they have Fast Times at Ridgemont High down for a Nicolas Cage movie?
Because he's in it briefly. He's one of the backup guys.
No way.
Yeah, he is. He works in
Holy crap.
the hamburger joint.
Damn. Okay, so you'd have to have Moonstruck, Raising Arizona. What else makes it? To me, I want the Family Guy. I want National Treasure. That's 4.
Raising Arizona is awesome. Have you ever seen that?
I have way
I
back
have
in the
seen
day.
that. I did like Raising Arizona.
I remember that's where they have the baby.
Yes.
And the baby's like sitting in its carrier right on the highway, right?
The baby gets kidnapped and they ask the dad, what was the baby wearing? I don't know. Pajamas had Yodas or some shit on it. It's a good movie.
Guarding Tess.
That is
Holy crap, that's a movie you don't think about Nicolas Cage. That was such a sweet, awesome movie where he plays a Secret Service guy that is taking care of the former First Lady, and she is a biatch.
I'll tell you
But
what,
at the end, it becomes sweet. And Shirley MacLaine is in it, Nicolas Cage. It's a solid cast.
there's one called "It Might Happen to You" with Bridget Fonda. It's a rom-com, and I always liked that movie. You guys never saw that one?
Which one is that?
It could happen to you. He wins the lottery as a
never
New
heard of
York
that.
cop.
No,
And
I
she's a
hadn't- I hadn't heard
waitress.
of that.
Rosie Perez is his wife, and she turns evil after they win the lottery.
Damn.
Oh, that's what, 4 movies now?
No, we're getting up there now. Actually, I mean,
No.
you could actually maybe put together 10 because did we say Gone in 60 Seconds?
No.
Did we say Face Off?
No.
Would that make it? City of Angels was another one that was big. I think it's too sad that I would not like it.
If you want to cry and
Okay.
feel depressed as shit,
You could go, I mean, right now, I think we're getting close to 10 movies. Solid movies, actually. That you could do if you did a Nicolas Cage movie marathon.
What about Con Air? I love that movie.
he's got the shittiest Southern accent in that.
I love Con Air.
I love that movie the way I love a Roadhouse.
Okay.
It's good. I agree, but it does not belong in the top 5, Virginia.
All right, I'll shut up.
Yeah, I just wonder, would that be awesome, or would you be like, gosh, this is the worst thing? You sign up for Nicolas Cage movie marathon.
It'd be awesome.
Okay.
Especially with the blow pieces. That is part of the deal.
Yeah, no, it has to be, and we've already said that. You can't like put a blowjob on the table and then take it off the table.
Question: are the
Yeah.
blow pieces one per move, or is it every?
When the credits roll, take out your knob.
when the credits roll, take out your pole.
Yeah, I'll say 1 per movie.
Okay, one per movie. That makes it kind of like one of those McDonald's deals where you get 2 sandwiches per week.
Under one condition, you have to be blindfolded.
No. Well, what do you mean? Dude, hold on, time out.
Yeah.
I could be into this. Does that mean I don't know who's blowing me?
No idea.
No, that's not. It was never part of the deal. You're going back on the condition.
That feels fair, doesn't it, Virginia?
We can't promise you it's a girl.
It could be Suits or it could be.
We could have a jar of peanut butter and a Dalmatian.
No, that ain't.
Oh,
That's fucked up, Ralston.
damn.
Damn, is
M. Night Shyamalan.
that beard already kicking in? It is. Bestiality?
What a twist.
And the dog doesn't know how to give a blow piece.
twist.
And the dog doesn't give you a blow
But
piece. He
it's-
bites your
But
dick
the
off.
how long before he figures it out?
I think I figured out pretty quick. I do. Well, that snout. That snout. I would hope.
Nose.
I would hope the nose and and the fucking fur. We all had that one kid though at school that was rumored to blow the dog.
No, all the time.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember that.
I remember who the rumor was about too.
Yeah, a kid in our school, his name was Andy.
Wow. Mm-hmm. You had that too?
I don't think I did. I don't have a dog blowing at my school.
You had hot dog girl though?
Hot dog girl, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And it was always frozen. And it always broke
we also
off.
had Corona bottle girl.
Wow. What about stick shift girl?
I don't know if we had one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a rumor too. I remember there was a rumor about this girl. My buddy Josh kept it going that she had used a bedpost to pleasure herself.
Was it still attached to the bed?
I never got it. I was kind of on the outside, like I'm like, okay, because nothing of it seemed realistic. I guess it was just kind of more insulting. And I remember one time he took it one step too far. He had this catechism class because he was Catholic.
Yeah, and you
so,
had to go to CCD.
So for some reason, we would always go with him. And we would just screw off so hardcore. And we were always doing some kind of tomfoolery, jackassery. And I remember this girl, Jackie, was in the CCD class. And so my friend Josh actually, during CCD class, presented her with a sawed-off bedpost with a red bow around it. And I remember she got up and started beating the shit out of him with this bedpost. And we're like, oh, damn. And he went running into the street, and all I remember is him trying to cover up his head as Jackie Primer is beating the shit out of him with this bedpost.
Why?
And I was like, the joke went too far, dog.
Why was he such a dick face to her?
I don't know why he did that.
That ain't right.
I don't even remember that. Yeah. I don't know what drove him to that. I don't know why he would go down that path.
Kids are fucked up, man.
Yeah.
Some kids really, you're right, go too far.
Yeah.
They're just mean for no reason.
I wasn't really in on it, and I didn't get it, but I remember cackling my ass off watching her beat the shit out of him with the bedpost.
I mean, she just, you gave her a weapon.
Yeah,
you gave her a weapon. You pissed her off.
You gave a really insulting joke as a weapon, and she beat the shit out of you with it.
I hope she got a few good licks in.
Oh, no, she did. She got so many to the point where, like, do we step in now? Or do we, at what point do we try to?
He brought this on himself.
I think we let him get hit about 8 times in the head before we were like, all right, okay. Yeah, that wasn't cool. Yeah.
Beware of the building volcano, because it will erupt eventually.
She finally lost it. Yeah. She's a strong girl, too.
That's what happened. The volcano explodes, then you get your ass beat with a bedpost.
And all of your friends were laughing their ass off. Like, nobody stepped in. We were just cackling our asses off.
And she probably did nothing wrong. He's probably just being a Logan dick.
Yeah, I don't remember any. That's why I didn't get it. I was kind of on the outside. I'm like, I don't understand this whole what's going on here. So I didn't really get it. But when he started getting whooped with the bedpost, I got to admit, I laughed a good bit.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
It's odd how things kind of just stick. When I first moved into Gardens,
Yeah.
I had these gym shorts on, and it had paint on the back of it, white paint. And there was this sassy, mean, she was hot, but she was kind of like a mean.
Kind of like me.
Just like Virginia Kev. I mean, oh, here it comes. There's that bone piece. It's coming back. Her name was Alexis. And she was happy.
It's a hot girl name.
And she was fucking mean though. And I remember just picked me out of the little group there. I had the white paint. And she goes, "Hey, what's up, wet dream? Hey, look, he had a wet dream on his pants. Hey, what's up, wet dream?" I was kind of like, I was kind of turned on a little bit. But
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Fuck this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Fuck this girl, but I'd like to.
conflicted.
Yeah, it was a weird place.
Yeah, you're conflicted.
When the bully is hot.
Yeah.
But fucking mean.
Yeah, that is. Wow, I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah, okay.
But I also loved it.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. I will tell you, I am a little bit fascinated. I didn't know a lot about this Merchant of Death guy that was swapped out for Brittany Griner.
It's quite a name.
It is something. You're like, okay, well, is it deserved or not? Victor Bout is his name. And he had been found guilty for conspiring to sell AK-47s that would have been used to kill DEA agents. So apparently he was trying to help people kill American soldiers and, servicemen and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
He also delivered surface-to-air missiles to Kenya for an attack on an Israeli airliner in 2002. And the part that I had seen, they had talked about how he fueled the ammunitions for a lot of wars where they would go in and just basically kind of like genocide and wipe people out. So,
Damn.
Yeah, and they are thinking that Putin is going to welcome him with open arms and unleash him back on the world again. So we'll see what happens with the Merchant of Death when he is re-released back into the wild.
Well, what did you expect his stat records are going to be like? Oh, well, he serves food to the homeless.
Pretty good nickname. Like, you've got to have done something pretty good to get Merchant of Death and have a Nicolas Cage movie made about you.
It was weird because I didn't see anybody at all fighting on social media about this. This brought everyone together, Kev.
I tell you what, man, the clock is ticking on Biden now. He has got more pressure than he's ever had to bring home Paul Whelan.
The military guy.
Yeah, he does. Because that guy last night dialed into CNN and he, oh my gosh, he was like, look, I'm really happy that Brittany got to go home, but why am I still here? He's like, my bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Please send a plane. I want to go home.
So how does that work? You're saying that he was on TV?
I don't know how the hell he
How
did
does
an
that
interview.
work?
He was on TV?
They had an interview with him last night, him talking on CNN. They were playing the audio all over the place. So I think it might have been a call. But I think what it does, it goes to play in because Rush is playing this they're playing like a fiddle because they're laughing because they're like, okay, everybody's like, they clearly won the trade. They got the Merchant of Death for a WNBA basketball player. And
She had some good seasons, though.
yeah, and they're still holding on to the U.S. Marine. And I think to add to the sympathy, they're probably like, yeah, you want to make a call and do some TV interviews? Yeah, go ahead. Because,
Rub it in your face.
Well, Russia's, they're behind a lot of the fighting that we're doing in America. They're trying to get us to fight amongst each other, and they get how to do it. Be like, oh yeah, have this guy do some TV interviews and talk about how sad he is and he thought a plane was coming for him and he can't believe that they left him behind. Yeah, that'll be good.
He reminds me of, because I was seeing some older pictures of him, he reminds me of a lot of the bad-looking villain G.I. Joe figures that I have.
Who, the Merchant of Death?
It's the Merchant of Death,
yeah, I was going to
yes.
say, yeah, because Paul Whelan looks sweet as pie.
Not Whelan, yeah. I'm talking about the Merchant of Death.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got that evil mustache.
It's the mustache.
It's the mustache.
Yes.
He's got a very evil mustache.
he is playing the bad guy, and he is the bad guy.
Yes, he looks like an 80s bad guy from a terrorist movie.
Big time.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Got an email here from William. Yesterday we were talking about the Amazon thing, and I saw that all over the news today too. It's a contest they're having with the company where you can use Alexa and say, "Thank my driver," and then they get a tip. And William says the driver that has the most "Thank my driver" comments through Alexa is eligible for a $10,000 prize. The driver also gets $5 per comment that the driver receives until the prize is given. So that's kind of cool if you want to do something nice for your Amazon driver during the holiday season, because I know they're running all over the place all crazy.
And it doesn't come out of your money. Like Amazon pays it to them. So they get an extra $5. All you have to do is say it into your Alexa.
Right.
Which I'm sure is some kind of way to get you to download the Alexa app if you don't have it.
Yeah, they voice now record you and
They'll hear everything you're doing in your house.
they have your voice DNA, as they call it now.
Mm-hmm. This is a follow-up to the tipping discussion from Michael. He said, I was listening to you guys talking about tips, and talent acquisition has been a part of my job for the past few years, and I can say that a part of the uptick that you see in tipping is directly related to the workforce shortage. Since there is a shortage of workers in most industries, companies will use the opportunity for tips as a sales pitch to potential job applicants, which then falls on consumers. I believe this is a way for companies to deny higher pay to employees. My company personally doesn't do that because we're in the healthcare industry, but boy, if there's ever anybody you should tip for going above and beyond, and we all do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. Somebody else that is vying for your tips, those violinists. Diana said, I heard you talking about this, and my experience with a violinist was in East Boca, and the guy actually stopped to thank each person that gave him money, and you could hear the violin stop with him. He had the background music, but the violin part stopped as soon as he moved the bow. Was I duped?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I can't imagine how he could have done that if he wasn't legit playing it.
He probably has a track where all you do when you hit play, you just hear the violin kind of banging around and hitting a couple notes as if you're moving it around, and you could mimic that and act like you're playing that thing live.
I think that would be a next level of really. I don't know.
Maybe he really does play.
I believe he really does play.
In the history of doing it, I bet you somebody did it right.
Okay, we're living in next level times.
No way. I can't buy that. I can't buy that he would have that all timed out. I can't buy that.
I've seen so many fake ass violin players.
Yeah, but I can't buy to that level. I just can't buy that.
You don't think people go that level?
No, not where he stops playing and it all matches up. And I'm like, you know how hard that would be? Like somebody comes in, how do you know when they're going to give you money? How do you know when you need to stop it?
You can't plan when somebody's going to give you money.
Right. I just don't see that. I can't buy that. I got a little piece of advice here for your 9.5-foot badass Christmas werewolf. Metal Beard Dan sent this in, and here's somebody that has taken their Halloween werewolf and they've put a Santa coat and beard on the wolf, and they've draped him in lights.
Whoa.
Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah.
Who sent that in?
That was Metal Beard Dan.
Metal Beard Dan, that's a good fucking find right there. Wow, I am slacking. I've been
motivation.
My eye on the ball's been on my dinosaur, Gordon. I love it. Thank you for sending that. Looks great.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't be that hard.
No.
Because it's not a real jacket. It looks like they just took some red, I don't know, was that plastic?
Yeah, they fashioned it into a jacket, but it looks like it may be like a tarp.
That shit looks tight. Maybe you're not good at craft shit, are you? Yeah.
That's a little big for me. I could
Yeah.
do smaller scale projects.
You can do things like that pizza. That pizza, though.
Don't you worry, sweet cheeks.
That Virginia
He's
pizza.
not letting you forget about that.
There's no way I'll ever let her forget that. It was the best pizza I've had all year.
You'll have it again.
All year, I'm saying. Was I just drunk? That's what my.
Yeah.
I keep playing it over and over again.
You were drunk, but you also liked the pizza.
I was drunk and a little stoned, so I had the munchies like a motherfucker. I didn't eat for. I trained for Virginia's Thanksgiving. I really did. I didn't eat the night before.
Oh, okay.
I went in there super hungry,
Yeah.
super buzzed. I was ready to just fuck it up.
Yeah.
But was it one of those things where? Was it a one night stand that was just good in the moment, and you think back on,
Look, we'll revisit it. You can try it sober.
Yeah.
One could be a fluke. Two, we have a trend.
Yeah, you're getting somewhere.
Yes, I think she should go deeper with her dough.
All right.
I think you should get real deep with your dough.
I know you want me to make a homemade dough, and I don't know, because I've done that before.
I swear to you, I'm only saying that not because I want homemade dough, because I believe in you to push your pizza to be better than what it is. And I see such greatness in this.
It's time consuming.
I'm trying to give you a fucking pizza Braveheart
I know.
speech.
I hear you. I'm just saying. It takes a lot of time to make the dough, and literally, if I buy store-bought dough, it's $2. So I got to think about, maximizing my energy and effort.
I'm just saying you are an unbelievable all-star, and I just want to see you make the Hall of Fame. That's all, baby.
She's not buying it.
I didn't mean to call you baby.
It's okay, baby. There will be more pizza.
And Jesus sent this in. He said, I've been listening to you guys for almost 20 years. Jaybird, here's a picture of the Mexican Bigfoot for you. It's called El Squatcho.
Oh.
It looks more ape-like, just not even the Bigfoot part. He's very slender.
Yeah.
And he's got a sombrero and a guitarra.
You're right, though. That is
Con él.
that's like an ape kind of art.
See?
El Squatcho, and he plays the guitar.
See?
That's so cool. I love it.
Got a thought here from Richard in Tallahassee about World Record Wednesday. He thought that maybe in the new year you could do something where two players on the KVJ show attempt the record at the same time.
Produce the audio, please, Denny's. I have been saying this for the 3 years.
I like that.
I've
That might be
always
fun.
said World Record Wednesday should be for everybody.
Yeah.
Because it does. It gets played out with just me doing it.
Jaybird picks the first record and then picks somebody to challenge him. Both will fail, but who fails worse? That person then gets a shock or some other form of punishment. I don't know. We have so many games with punishments, and we're running out of ways to punish each other. Every time we punish each other, people, you're going to kill somebody. I'm like, well, we're running out of ideas.
It's either you're going to kill somebody or that was so fucking lame.
Yeah, we either get they're going to die or you guys are lame. So we can't seem to win.
I thought we're getting gaslit, Kevin.
No, people did like the kielbasa deep throating. That
was a good
fun.
one.
That was fun.
The shin kick is quick and easy.
I know. Were people bitching about the suits licking the? Did they like that one today? Or they?
Some people just thought it was a step too far.
Again, we've gone too far again.
Too far, yeah.
KVJ.
But I'd rather go too far than be lame.
I would-
if I had to say, because you get negative comments, but
I would rather have them
prefer
call
that.
us terrible people and you've gone too far than to call us lame.
Yeah, I agree. But he said, but whoever is deemed the winner, or whoever does it better, gets to then pick the next week's record attempt and their challenger.
Oh.
So
I do like that. That's
I
pretty good.
love all of that. The only thing I would say is I kind of tend to take the goofy stuff a little bit more seriously. It's a little time consuming, so you have to constantly kind of stay up. You have to buy the props and all that. I know
Right.
how the weeks can go.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. I think that's a fantastic idea, but we all gotta be in
It'd
on
be
that.
on the person, whoever is the winner that picks the challenge would have to get the props for whatever it would be.
So the winner gets more work,
Yeah, in a sense you do.
Yeah.
but it's worth it.
But you can set yourself up for success.
It's worth it. I think that's such a great idea.
Yeah. So, Richard, thank you. Great idea. Just remind me before the new year because I'll completely forget. But I do love that. Jay Barrios said if Jaybird's brother is still staying with him, can he wake him in the middle of the night and ask him about his snake do?
Oh, that That is a that's a great idea. What's a snake do? Hiss. Oh, it's happening. Oh, that shit is happening this week. I'm writing that down.
Okay, all right.
That's in the important note file.
Snake do.
Snake do.
Oh my gosh.
Snake do your brother.
He's not gonna know what the fuck that means. What?
What?
And then he's going to hit you.
Good. It's great audio.
Yep. Got a nice email here from Morgan. She said, I realized I never updated you guys about the story about my son. I'm the girl that messaged you many months back. Earlier this year, I conceived, then I broke my femur. We tried for a year and endured 2 miscarriages before we got a baby that stuck. We didn't even know that we were pregnant yet, and 2 days after conception, I broke my leg. This has been the hardest, craziest, most expensive year I've ever gone through, and I pray next year is quieter. But I got to tell you, the delivery was rough, too. Contractions started on October 19th, and he was born on October 25th.
Oh, my
In the early
gosh. That's how many days she was in labor?
That's terrible, right?
Bless your heart.
Yeah, it said here his delivery was rough too. He got stuck in the birth canal and aspirated and was stillborn. 2 minutes of compressions restarted his heart. He was life-flighted to Nicholas Children's Hospital in Miami, where he underwent 72 hours of cold therapy. He spent 10 days in total at the hospital, and I didn't get to meet him until 3 days later.
Wow.
The healthcare team there is absolutely incredible. Today, he is a happy, healthy, crying, farting, pooping, perfectly fussy little 6-week-old baby. And listening to you guys has got me through a lot over the years. I was a 5th grader when I started listening.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a journey.
Yeah, so Rhett Travis is the baby's name, and you can see a photo of him there on KVJ TV.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Hey,
And-
baby Rhett.
Morgan said Rhett has red hair and blue eyes. Neither his father nor I have red hair. I have brown eyes and his father has green, so he inherited the red hair recessive gene from both of us somewhere down the line. How cool is genetics?
Huh.
Genetics are cool.
There you go. Pretty interesting stuff. So, and she said also congrats to Denny's and Jen. She said, my guess is it is a little boy. Now, we found out that Denny's does know the gender of what his baby is going to be. And I was thinking probably when we come back in the new year, baby new year, let's do some kind of reveal.
I love it. And then can we plan to do like a baby shower?
Oh, no
yeah.
doubt. There's so many great things we can do.
No, Virginia. Fuck that.
No
We're not
fun.
doing that. Fuck. Why would we throw them a baby shower? Fuck Denny's and Jen.
Fuck you. Drink your beer, you angry alcoholic.
I am having a great time. Don't gaslight me.
Yeah.
You save that shit for home.
I'm trying to do good things.
You're an angel. You're an angel.
Lick a sponge.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, so we got a lot of fun stuff in the new year with that.
I
So,
love it.
Yeah, congratulations to Morgan,
We're
baby
talking.
Rhett.
We're talking about some other fun bits we might be doing in the. We won't tell the people, but there's some fun
Yeah.
ideas for the New Year's.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it's kind of fun. We'll kick it around and get some good stuff going. So excited for that when it comes up. But we got one weekend here ahead of us to go have some fun, couple cocktails. Thank you again to Civil Society. The fresh is delicious.
We're also
Yes.
gonna not plan for Denny's baby shower.
You're a dick. Christmas dick.
All right, y'all have a good weekend.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.